Hi everyone, how are you my dear children? Hope you all are safe and fine. Today we are going to discuss the concept of equilibrium related to electrostatics. That means related to charge. Let us discuss. You know what is equilibrium? You have studied in previous classes. What is equilibrium? When number of forces act on a particle. Let F1, F2, F3 and F4. Okay? If net resultant force is 0 on the particle, then the particle is in equilibrium. This is the condition for equilibrium. Okay? We are going to discuss three types of equilibrium now. First is unstable, then stable, then neutral equilibrium. What is this unstable equilibrium? First one we are going to discuss the unstable equilibrium. Equilibrium means it is in mean position. That means the net force is 0 over there. Okay. So now this is the surface. I have kept a small ball over here. This ball is in mean position. Okay. This is in main position. When I push this ball slightly, what will happen? This ball will roll down like this. Okay. When ball will roll down like this, is there any chance of this ball again coming back to mean position? Is there any chance? Definitely no. What will happen? If when I am applying a little force, that means when I am giving a little push to this ball is now moved very far off from this mean position. Okay, and it has moved forever. It is not going to come back to its mean position. That means this is the case of unstable equilibrium. Clear, children? Now we will discuss what is stable equilibrium. Stable equilibrium. Stable equilibrium, we will take the ball again. Okay. Now this is the surface. Here I have kept the ball. Again it is a mean position. Okay. Now when I am giving a little push to this ball, what will happen? This ball will go like this. Okay. Again it will come back and it will overshoot this mean position. Again it will go like this. Again it will come back. Then again it will go up. Then again it will go like this. So there will be, now you can see the oscillation. And here you can see when the ball is moving here, again it is coming back. That means again it is returning to its mean position. Okay. That means this is the case of stable equilibrium. Is it clear? When it will come back to its, when the object, the particle, anything will come back to its mean position, will return back to its mean position, then it is stable equilibrium. If it can't come back to its original position, the mean position, then it is unstable equilibrium. Okay. Now let us see what is neutral equilibrium. Our interest actually is in stable and unstable equilibrium. We will see now what is neutral equilibrium. What is neutral equilibrium? Okay. Now this is the ball. Okay. I give a slight push. I am applying a little force. When I am giving a slight push to this ball, then ball will move to this place, go this place to this place, move to this place, then it will stay like this. It will not move again. Okay. This is the case of neutral equilibrium. Is it clear, children? Now we will discuss different cases related to this equilibrium when there is a third charge. So we are going to discuss now equilibrium condition for three charges. Where to keep this third charge which is in equilibrium. Okay, we will now discuss all the cases. Clear, children? Now the first condition, children. Here one plus q charge is over here, another plus q charge is over here, and it is separated L distance apart. I'll keep a third charge at the center. That means it is L by 2 distance from here, and here it is L by 2 distance from here. That means suppose I am keeping this q charge in the middle of the line joining these two charges. Then what will happen? This q force. Now this q force. This q charge will experience force due to this charge q and due to this charge q. Okay. Since these are positive charges, so they will repel. And as you can see, charge value is same, and the distance between these q charge and q charge, this q charge and this q charge is same. That means the forces experienced by this q due to these two charges will be same, because we know F is equal to K q1 q2 by r square, where r is the separation between the charges. So here for this force will be F1 will be K q, then q by L by 2 square, okay, and F2 will be K q by L by 2 square. So both the forces are same. Magnitude is same, but they are in opposite direction. Okay, children? So that means here the net force will be, see, this q will now push this q away because both are positive charges. So F1 will like this, and this q charge, again this is positive, this is positive, so it will again push, repel, na? So you can see both the forces are equal in magnitude and opposite direction. So here you will get equilibrium position. Now at the center q is in equilibrium position. Okay, clear? When two charges are of equal charges and third charge is placed in the middle, then that is the central position will be the equilibrium position for the third charge. Now we will discuss the second case. Okay, q charge over q charge. Initially it was in the middle. Now I displace this q charge to this place, at x distance, towards left. Okay, this is your position now. If I displace this q over here, then what will happen? This is positive, and this distance is now less. We know F is inversely proportional to r square as Coulomb's law, as per Coulomb's law. So what will happen? This will experience more force because distance is now less. So this force will be more. So this q will now push this q in this direction. Okay, repel because both are positive charges. Is it clear? So net force direction in this direction, because this charge will also push, but now since it is closer, so this net force will be in this direction. So again the q charge will go back towards mean position. Clear? Now if I displace this q to this place, okay, slightly from the central position, I will displace the q now to this position. Then what will happen? Now the force experienced by this q due to this q will be more, and it will repel back in this direction because both are positive charges and this force is more. The force experienced by this q due to this q is more since distance is less. So it will repel like this, it will push this q charge in this direction. See, now in both the cases q is coming back to its mean position. So this is the case of stable equilibrium. Clear, children? This is the case of stable equilibrium. This is your case 2. Now we'll see third case. What is the third case? Now I'll keep, see, minus q. I have now changed to minus q and here minus q. Then what will happen? I am now displacing this minus q over here. Small distance x towards this. So what will happen? Again this is negative charge, this is negative charge. So this charge will now push back this minus q in this direction. Okay. So again it is going towards main position. Here also what will happen? See what will happen in this case? If I displace this minus q over here, then what will happen? Again this minus q will push minus q in this direction. So again this charge is returning to its main position. Is it clear? Is it clear? So this is the case of again the stable equilibrium. So this is the case of stable equilibrium. Clear? Hope it is clear. Now we'll discuss the fourth condition. What is the fourth condition? Rather fourth case. What is the fourth case? Now q, here I have kept minus q. Okay. Then what will happen? See, I am now displacing this minus q from mid position towards this left charge. Okay, x distance. See, this is positive charge and this is negative charge. You are making this charge closer to this charge. So what will happen? It will attract. So this minus q will experience more force by this charge q since it is closer to this charge than this charge. So this minus q will now move to this position. Okay. So net force direction is like this. So this is the case of unstable equilibrium. Sorry. Clear, children? This fourth condition. Okay. Now we'll discuss next. What is the next case? What is the fifth condition? Minus q, minus q. Okay. Here it is plus q. Here it is plus q. What will happen? If I'll again displace, I think I have discussed this point. Right now I have just discussed q, that means it will attract. Okay. It will attract itself. So this q will now move to this condition. So this is your unstable condition. This thing we have discussed. Okay. If this is q and this is q, this is minus q, then what will happen? Obviously again this is positive, this is negative, so it will attract in this direction if I'll displace this minus q towards this charge. So it will come to this position. This is the case of unstable equilibrium. Unstable equilibrium. So two unstable equilibrium we have studied. This is unstable, and tell me another case of unstable. When? What is the another case of unstable? Q, q, minus q. Minus q, and plus q. If I am displacing towards this or if I am displacing towards this, in both the cases, again it is getting attracted. This q will now come to this position, or if I am displacing this q over this to this position, again this minus q will pull this q towards itself, because the force experienced by this q by this minus q will be more. So this is also case of unstable equilibrium. Is it clear? Unstable equilibrium. In both the cases, it can't return to its mean position. That's why these two cases are of unstable equilibrium. So that means similar charges, the extreme position and mid charge is of opposite nature. See, positive, positive, here it is negative. Here negative, negative, here it is positive. So this is the case of unstable. For stable, what will happen? For stable, let me discuss another thing. So there will be no confusion there. Okay. Now Q, Q and Q. I am displacing like this. So it will push back. So it will return back. So this is the case of stable equilibrium. This is the case of stable equilibrium. I am revising again, children, so that you will not get confused. In one page, we will keep everything. So this is the case of, this is 1, this is 2, now this is 3, now what is the fourth one? Minus Q, again minus Q. Okay, here also minus Q. Is it clear? Here also minus Q. So if I am displacing this minus Q towards this, then this minus Q will push back. If I am displacing this minus Q towards this position, then this will push back. So that means here charge is returning to its mean position. So this is the case of stable equilibrium. Is it clear now? This is the case of stable. So 4 cases we have now discussed when I am keeping the third charge on line joining both the charges. Okay? Okay. Now let us discuss another 2 cases of this stable and unstable equilibrium. Okay? Next 2 cases of stable and unstable equilibrium. How to do it? See, now it is minus Q, here it is minus Q, here it is plus Q. What I will do now, I will now change this Q position towards this position. This is your new Q position. Okay, in vertical, in Y direction. As you can see, both the charges of same charges, minus Q, same nature and same charges also. Doesn't matter because we are interested in magnitude of the charge. Okay, so minus Q, and they are separated from this charge. They are separated this distance. See the distance. This distance also same. Distance same. Value, magnitude of the charges are same. Then what will be the force? Obviously force will be equal in magnitude. See, this is minus Q. When I am displacing this Q in vertical Y direction, so force direction will be like this. This minus Q will now pull this Q towards this direction, and again same, this minus Q will pull now Q in this direction, and these two forces are same. Okay. Let this angle is theta, let this angle is theta. Then what will happen? This is your F, this is your F. This is also theta, this is also theta. Okay. So now we can resolve this F. So this will be F cos theta and this will be F cos theta. Here F sin theta due to this charge and again F sin theta due to this charge. So this F cos theta will get cancelled out. But see the net now. This charge, this force, this component of the force due to both the charges, 2F sin theta. So this direction 2F sin theta. Net force is in this direction now. So what this force will do now? This force will now again pull this Q in this direction, in vertical in this direction. Okay. So this 2F sin theta now will pull the charge back to Q towards the main position, and it will overshoot. Okay, it will overshoot again, and again these two charges will pull back the charges like this. So it will oscillate now. So now you can see this Q is coming back, returning back to its mean position. That means this is the case of stable equilibrium. Clear, children? This is the case of stable equilibrium. Okay, now we'll discuss the next condition. All possible conditions I am discussing so that in one video only you will get all the concept. That is the aim. Okay, here Q, here Q. Now this Q is over here. I am pulling this Q, slightly pull this Q towards this. Okay, so this is your new position. Again there will be force. So this Q, what it will do? It will push back this Q in this direction. And same charges, same distance, so equal amount of force. And again it will push back this in this direction. So there will be two components, theta, if theta. So there will be two components. Okay, then F cos theta like this. Here also F cos theta like this. Is it clear? And F sin theta for this F, and for this F sin theta again. So these two forces will cancel out. Now see what will happen. These two F sin theta will now take this Q, move this Q like this. So it can't come back to its mean position. That's why this is the condition for unstable equilibrium. Is it clear, children? I have discussed all the conditions of unstable and stable equilibrium. Now we'll see some numericals. Obviously previous year NET and JEE questions, children. Sorry for this disturbance. Lightning and thunder is going on while I am shooting this video. Hope it will not disturb this video sound quality. Okay, children. Now we'll discuss some numericals. See, children, 2 point charges plus Q and plus 4Q are placed at a distance L apart like this. This is your plus Q, this is plus 4Q, and distance is L apart. Where should a third charge Q? Where I'll keep or place this third charge Q so that it will on the line joining the charges. That means over here. Where I should keep this third charge so that it remains in equilibrium. Okay, let us see how to solve this problem. Hope you have noted down the question. Okay, now see, this is your Q and this is your plus 4Q. Both are positive. I have to keep Q charge. Okay, and this is your line joining the charges. Let us first, I will try to keep the Q over here. Then what will happen? See, this is plus Q, this is plus Q, this is plus 4Q. Now this Q will experience force F1 like this because it will push this Q in this direction. Similarly, this plus 4Q will also push in this direction because this is also positive charge. So there is no chance, if I keep plus Q over here, there is no chance that I will get a equilibrium position because I need F net to be 0. Here as you can see, both the forces are getting added up. So there is no chance. So this is not possible. Okay, now we'll see. I'll keep Q charge over here. What will happen? So this plus 4Q charge will push back this in this direction, and this is also, this plus Q charge will again push this in this direction. So again both the forces are in same direction. So there is no chance to get a equilibrium position where force should be 0. Net force should be 0 because both the forces are again getting added up over here. So here also we can't get the equilibrium position. Now only remaining position is over here. Let me keep over here now plus Q charge. Then what will happen? Again where to keep? If I should keep this plus Q charge near to this charge or near to this charge or in the middle, let us see now. See, if I am keeping this plus q charge near to this small charge, then what will happen? This F1 will be in which direction now? Tell me. It will push back in this direction. Okay. Now this plus 4q will again push back in this direction. Okay, this is your F2. This q charge experience force F2 due to this. Now you can see both the forces are in opposite directions. So there is possibility now in between this distance we should get a equilibrium position for this third charge. Am I clear? Okay. Now where should I keep? I should keep near to this charge or near to this charge. See, if I keep near to this charge, you can see here distance will be less. The distance will be less. Okay. And as you can see, this charge value is smaller than this. F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. Here see, this charge is small. Here this charge is more. So for this charge, numerator has to be more because this is more. But for this charge, it is less. But for this charge, if I keep this q closer to this, now distance will be less. So there is some possibility because here this q is less, but distance is also less. If distance is we are decreasing, that means we are increasing the force so that it can counter the force of this plus 4q charge. Am I clear? Okay, because here plus 4q means F is plus 4q, plus 4q q divided by R square. Now if I am keeping this q closer to this, so I am increasing this distance. If I am increasing this distance, then that means I am reducing this F. So there is possibility of getting a position where we can get net force to be 0. So now let us see mathematically. I think I have tried to explain the concept where I should keep. So this is q and this is 4. Okay. Let I'll keep, and this is distance L apart already given in the question. Let this distance is x. So this is your L minus x, children. And this is the equilibrium position. If it is the equilibrium position, then the force, this is your F1 and this is your F2. Okay, net force should be 0. So F1 should be equal to F2. Clear? Because equilibrium position means F net is 0. What is F1, children? K Q Q by R square, that means x square. Here it is K Q Q 4Q by L minus x whole square as per the Coulomb's law formula. So K get cancelled, Q get cancelled. Okay, then this Q also get cancelled. So what we are getting, L minus x square divided by x square is equal to how much? Tell me how much? It will be 4. Clear, children? L minus x square by x square is equal to 4. So what does it mean? That means we can write L minus x by x whole square is equal to 4. So we can now take the square root. Take the square root, children. So we will get now L minus x by x is equal to plus minus 2. Okay. We are interested to find the x, children. So how to get x? How to get x? So now L minus x is equal to either 2x or L minus x is equal to minus 2x. Okay. Now L is equal to 3x in this case, or L is equal to minus 3x. Here x is equal to L by 3. Here x is equal to minus L by minus x will go to this. So it will be x, children, minus 2x plus x. So it will be minus x. So it is minus 1 by L. So not possible. Okay. No, x is equal to minus L. So x is equal to minus L. Sorry. So this Here I can write x is equal to minus L. So this condition is not possible. The length is negative, not possible. So our answer is L by 3. That means this is your Q, this is your 4Q, and this is your Q. This distance is L by 3. If it is L by 3, it will be 2L by 3. Clear, children? Short trick. Short trick. What is short trick? What is the trick? As you can see, if two charges are of same nature, okay, we should keep the third charge near to the smaller charge, children. Remember, charge should be placed near to the small charge if both the charges are of same type. This is one of the short trick. Another trick is also there. Should I tell? Okay, let me tell. What is the short trick? How to find x is equal to q1, okay, divided by q1 plus q2, okay, multiplied by the length. Okay, this is the formula. How we got it, I am going to explain it in the next part of the video. Okay, now q1. This q1 should be smaller one, small charge. Okay, this formula please note it down. This is another formula. Without doing anything, we just put this formula and get the thing. But we need to know the concept so that we will not get confused while doing the difficult, confusing problems. Okay, let me do. Here small charge is, we know, Q. Small charge is Q and the larger charge is 4Q. Distance L apart. Okay, this is our formula. How we got it, I am going to explain that also. So root Q, take root Q common. So 1 plus root 4. What is root 4? That is 2 into L. So this get cancelled. 3 children, what we got? L by 3. Clear, children? Okay, now we'll discuss our last problem and then we'll discuss how we got this shortcut formula. Okay. So now next question. Here Q charge, here minus 9Q charge, separated by distance L. Now where should you keep our third charge Q so that it will be in equilibrium? So let us discuss all the possible conditions where we can keep. We have to, this is your Q, this is your minus 9Q. So in last case we got somewhere in between. So let us now try to see whether we will get the equilibrium position over here. Now see this is Q, this is Q. So it will repel like this. Okay. Now see this is minus Q, this is Q. It will attract like this. Okay. It will, this minus 9Q will now pull Q towards itself because it is minus charge. So as you can see, both the forces F1 and F2 are in same direction. So they both will add it up. So it is not possible. Okay. Now let us see this condition. If I keep this Q over here, then what will happen? Minus 9Q charge, this is Q. It will now, F2 will be in this direction. Okay. Now what about this Q? It will now try to push F1 in this direction. Now there is some chance of getting equilibrium position. But is it possible, children? See, this is a very bigger charge if we compare to this charge. So automatically this force F2 is already greater than F1. Okay. Now again I am keeping this Q nearer to this minus Q charge, 9Q charge while comparing to this charge. That means this I am increasing this force. If I increase this force, how this small charge here, charge is also small and distance is also very large. Okay. So automatically this force will be very less. So there is no possibility of getting the neutral position over here because this will dominate. Okay. Now let us see this condition. If I keep the Q over here, what will happen? Here now this Q will now, what will do? it will push F1 like this, and this minus Q, 9Q will now try to attract. So F2 will be in this direction. Is the last line is visible to you, children? Okay. Now see, here this minus 9Q charge, already charge is more, so it has got more capacity to pull this plus Q. But while keeping the Q near to this charge, what I am doing? I am increasing the distance from this charge. Okay, so that means this force will be little less, and I am keeping this Q close to this Q. So that means I am decreasing the distance for this smaller charge. That means here I am increasing, I am trying to increase this force, I am trying to decrease this force. So there is some possibility of getting the neutral position over here. Let us see whether we are getting it or not. So concept wise it is clear. Now we will see mathematical derivation of this. So this is Q, this is minus 9Q, and I am keeping Q over here, line joining, but I am keeping this Q near to the again smaller charge, children. Okay, so F net is 0. So F net 0 means F1 is equal to F2. So this is your F1. Okay, now this is your F2. Okay, so let us put the formula. Q by, let the distance is x. Okay, if it is x, this is your L, so this distance will be L plus x. Okay, from this charge to this charge. So here we'll write K minus 9Q Q by, here it is x square, here it L plus x whole square. So K get cancelled, Q get cancelled, then this small q get cancelled. So what we are getting? L plus x whole square divided by x square is equal to 9. We will not take this minus plus because we are not bothered about the minus charge or plus charge. We are more interested in the the magnitude, children. Okay, so L plus x whole square this. So what we are getting? L plus x divided by x whole square is equal to 9. So that means L plus x by x is equal to plus minus 3, children. Okay, that means L plus x by x is equal to 3. L plus x by x is equal to 3, or L plus x by x is equal to minus 3. So here what we will get? L plus x is equal to 3x, or L plus x is equal to minus 3x, children. So here what we will get? We are interested in x. So L is equal to, this x will go to this side, so it will be minus, so it will be 2x, or here it will be minus 4x. Okay, children. So what you will get from here? X is equal to L by 2. Here you will get x is equal to minus L by 4, children. And again this length is should not be negative. So our answer is x is equal to L by 2. That means we should keep the hard charge at a distance of L by 2 from the smaller charge again. Okay? Is it clear? That means third charge should be placed to the again near the smaller charge, but it should be outside the line joining the two charges if both the charges are of opposite type. This is your short trick, children. Okay? This is another short trick. So again, third charge should be near the smaller charge. We should keep the third charge near the smaller charge, but outside. Okay? When both the given charges are of opposite nature. One is plus, another is minus. Is it clear? And what is the shortcut? Again, x is equal to what? Again smaller charge q1. Then this is q2 minus q1 into L. This is the shortcut. Okay, how we have done it. But how we are getting such formulas? Let us see. How we are getting such formulas. See how to get shortcut. How to get these shortcut formulas. I think this video is getting bigger and bigger, lengthier and lengthier. This will be the last thing. Okay, suppose this is q1 children, this is q2. Our third charge is suppose q. It placed x distance like this, and let the distance apart is r. So it will be r minus x children. Okay, what is F1? F1 is equal to k q1 q by x square. Okay, what is F2? It will be k q2 q by r minus x whole square. For this charge to be in equilibrium, F1 should be F2 children. Okay, now let us write F1 F2. F1 is equal to F2. That means k q1 q by x square is equal to k q2 q by r minus x whole square. So k get cancelled, q get cancelled. Okay children, let me erase this. So what I am getting? R minus x whole square divided by x square is equal to what? q2 by q1. So r minus x by x is equal to root over q2 by root over q1. So r by x minus x by x, okay, is equal to q2 by q1. This is get cancelled 1. So from here what we are getting? R by x minus 1 is equal to q2 by q1. Is it clear children? So that means r by x is equal to q2 by q1 square root children. Okay, plus 1. Is it clear? So that means r by x is equal to q2 plus q1 divided by q1. We are interested in x. So x is equal to, now you can see q1, just reverse it and cross multiply it. So it is root over q1 plus root over q2 into r. See, we are using this formula as a shortcut. No shortcut is based on concept children. Hope you are clear with this, and hope this video is helping you people in some way to understand the physics in easier manner. I am trying my best to give the best content children. Thank you children for watching, and take care children. Thank you for watching.